Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with my extra week Wizard Coffee for a little coffee from Capistan. It's the last episode of the week. I hope everyone made it through safe and sound. Please consider liking and subscribing, and let's get to the good stuff, shall we?
The next man you'll meet has a dark secret, a secret that's about to come out, and it's going to shock an entire community.
Why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'd rather not say.
Coming up, a potential predator asks to see his prey.
Where are you?
And he does, but it's not who he thinks.
I was like, well, are you going to call if you're coming or if you're not coming? He's like, I'll call either way.
When To Catch a Predator 4 continues.
Are you going to call if you're coming or...
The decoy you see chatting is a 19-year-old actress. We've hired her to play the role of a young teen on the phone
But I'd really like to see you.
and on a webcam.
Alright, let's pull up my webcam first.
This potential predator thinks he's
Nice.
chatting with our actress who's posing as a 13-year-old virgin. It's actually Dell from Perverted Justice typing on the computer.
They really got him with the decoy being on the webcam. I think that probably convinced a lot of people to make a move to come over. Also, looks like Frag forgot to take out his urine bottle.
He's 26-year-old James Rutherford, screen name IURUTHERFORD. He's been chatting online for more than a week with Princess Danica.
And he started out
Jesus.
very slowly, trying to convince her that he could be trusted. He was a good guy. He ended up getting on webcam.
Dell with her poofy purple hair.
And what does the 26-year-old do with his webcam?
That was her hair that she wore when she went on The View.
He starts putting on a show. He takes off his shirt, flexes his muscles, and even shows off
Nice,
his
bro.
pierced tongue. He tries to convince the decoy to do a bit of a show as well. Several times he asks the actress to show him her stomach. She finally agrees, and
Oh.
he says, "Nice
Oh my!
tummy, hun. I want to lick that." Then he says,
I
"I
want to
owe
kiss
you
them."
something now, don't I?"
And then he starts pulling the boxers down a little bit. Doesn't go all the way down.
Remember, he's talking to an actress who he thinks is 13 as he watches her on a webcam. As the chat progresses and plans are made to meet, he types, "I'm so freaking horny. You know, if you had me naked, I'd want more, right?" But just before he gets in his car to come over, he calls.
I was really looking forward to it. That's not fair. I'm so bored here.
It appears the man is having second thoughts. Could it be that he's actually having a change of heart and is questioning his own behavior?
I was like, well, are you going to call if you're coming or if you're not coming? He's like, I'll call either way.
A few hours go by and we don't hear anything from Rutherford. We assume he's not coming.
Okay, gotcha. I'm familiar with that approach.
Until suddenly, someone spots him pulling into the driveway. That's his red Corvette
7
driving
total
around
pixels.
to
We
the
got
back
see
of the
potato
house.
quality
The
webcam. That was
decoy
high-tech
goes out to
stuff
wave
back
him in.
then.
Come on in.
Nice car.
The door's open.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just going to go finish getting ready. I'll be right there.
Where are you?
No, I promise I'll be right back.
No, come here.
I'll be right there.
Come
Just
here.
wait. You gotta be a little patient.
Actually, I want you to come here.
That's what I thought.
Rutherford
Damn, that's what I thought.
says he had a feeling this was a setup.
He's got the car thing going on. He's got the abs. You can't get girls your own age. Rutherford.
Still, there was no denying what he'd been up to.
Who did you think you were going to meet here?
Just this kid I've been talking to.
This kid.
I know she's a kid.
How old?
13, 14.
13. And how old are you?
Too old for 13, 14-year-old.
Too old.
But
And
there's
how old is that?
one thing he doesn't want to tell us.
What do you do for a living, Jim?
I'd rather not say. Who do you work for?
I'll get to that in a minute.
No, I'd really like to know. I'm sure I'm on TV or something right now.
Apparently, the man has seen our investigations before and doesn't want to reveal what he does for a living on national TV. So I ask him again.
Why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
And what grade do you teach?
6th grade.
6th grade. So you teach kids about the same age as the girl you
How the fuck is he affording that sports car on a teacher's salary? That was probably not a wise financial investment.
were coming to see.
James Rutherford is a 6th grade teacher at a Catholic school in Cincinnati, where he
Oh, private school. Okay, checks out now. Never mind.
also coaches track. He drove 2 hours to get here.
I would never do anything. I don't know why I'm here.
You were on your webcam, showing off in front of this 13-year-old girl.
I know.
And the conversation you had with this girl
It was bad. I know. I don't know why. I need help.
Then the teacher offers this excuse.
I am going through a divorce. My wife Thursday told me she was leaving me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right for you to
I know.
have this kind of
I know,
discussion.
and I shouldn't have.
The teacher admits he's chatted with underage
Oh, that's right, he's married.
kids before and was worried that it had become a problem for him, a serious problem that was getting worse.
I've thought about this a lot for years. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should get counseling. Maybe I should get help. And I thought, well, it's not that big a deal. I've never taken it to this step. I don't know if this week has just pushed me over the edge.
But fortunately, he's fallen over the edge into our undercover investigation instead of an encounter with a real child.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Oh, damn, I've seen one of these.
You've seen one of these.
Yeah. You know, that was one of the reasons I thought, why am I doing this? This could be a setup.
You've actually seen our previous programs on computer predators.
I didn't think I was a predator. I wasn't coming up here for anything physical.
That's a common excuse we've heard again and again, and this man knows it.
I know you've heard this. Hell, I've seen people sit here and say the same stuff.
You were suspicious. You had seen our previous stories. Probably got a chuckle out of what happened to some of these guys.
Yeah, and honestly, I sat there and watched and thought, those guys are sick. Why would you do that? And that was what, a month and a half ago? And then here I am.
But what about the young students he comes in contact with every day? Has this teacher ever crossed that line? His online chat comes uncomfortably close.
I could be your teacher. Would you flirt with me? She says wink at you and stuff. Hee hee, okay.
I've never, ever crossed a line like that with a person that I was a student. Ever. Not even thought about it. I guess maybe it was just like online, it was like they weren't real.
But I guess the question that some people might ask is this. If you
The fantasies we dream up in our online.
eventually
Not reality.
evolve to the point where you come here to meet a 13-year-old girl after this kind of conversation, at what point do you suddenly become interested in kids in the school you teach? Right? It's a legitimate question.
He talked to us for more than 40 minutes. Several times he asked, are the police outside? Am I going to get arrested? In fact,
40
when he was
minutes.
inside,
Yeah, they had a long time to talk to him.
detectives from the Darke County Sheriff's Office
for
had
that.
moved into place and were waiting.
Darke County was a decent enough sting. Meat Rocket was in Darke County. It looks like it's early in the day. I guess they're had guys lined up for later that evening.
to arrest him.
Well, Jim, I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I mean, and tell that kid I'm sorry too.
Tell that
All right?
I will.
Tell that kid I'm sorry.
In the end, what started as a possible meeting with a child ends in an encounter with police,
Sheriff's Department, stop, put your hands on your head.
in which he confesses even more during interrogation.
I think you do have a problem.
This is the cop. This is Jungle Mania cop.
In which he
right?
confesses even more during
He's just wearing different clothes now, but that's totally him. I'd know that mug anywhere. And he's wearing the Bears cap.
interrogation.
I think you do have a problem,
Obviously.
and you've admitted that, okay? That you have talked to minors.
Oh, was it
before
white
13
shoes
years of
again?
age.
Let's check it out. Oh, it is! What is with the white shoes? The pedo shoes. Pedo. Because they go on the feet. Right?
Even more during interrogation.
I think you
Nike
do have a
Pedos.
problem,
Obviously.
and you've admitted that, okay? That you have talked
Just a good look at him. Oh. Now this is a different guy. I don't know what's going on.
to minors before 13 years of age. Do you masturbate while you're doing this?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I have, yeah.
So you're so driven by this, okay?
But sir, and it's not like
Okay,
it's.
just listen to me,
Well,
man.
no,
Okay.
I think I feel like I should at least tell you. It's not like it's. I go on there specifically looking for little kids.
Tuck your head.
Regardless
I
of
just
his
happened to find
explanation,
them.
the teacher is transported just like all the other men to the county jail, where he's photographed,
Turn to your right.
fingerprinted, strip-searched, and thrown in jail.
Nice.
From his jail cell, he calls his employer.
He resigned that position yesterday in order to spare his students, and
What happens to him next is in the court's hands.
Which is bound to surround this case.
Coming up, a reality check for parents. What's your child doing online?
I love the for parents segment.
Ask America's teens when To Catch a Predator 4 continues.
We got a couple minutes left in this video, so let's just watch it out and see what Dateline has to say. It's from the Dateline Show.
All of our predator investigations have been predicated on the idea that teenagers are willing and sometimes eager to share very personal information online. Well, what are kids really up to on the computer? They may not always want to tell you, but they did tell us in a new nationwide survey.
Okay.
It comes down to one simple rule, experts say. Kids online should mean parents on alert.
If you could actually look through cyber glasses and see who's
president of iSafe. We're a company, a software company that tries to scare parents into spending $50. We made it on the news, and now it's our chance to really scare everyone.
peering in your window, who's reading your daughter's blog, who's cyber stalking
Not my daughter's
your son.
blog.
It is reality.
Do teens let strangers into their online world? In a survey conducted by the intelligence group, Dateline questioned 500 teenagers across the country, ages 14 to 18, about their computer habits. When asked if they chat online to people they've never met before, an overwhelming majority said yes, whether it's all the time, sometimes, or not very often. When asked if someone they've met online has wanted to meet them in person, 58% said yes, and 29% said they had a scary experience online. What about personal information, tools a predator can use like a name, a picture, an address, a birthday? When asked if they talk about personal information on the internet, about half the teens said yes, they do. We also asked if they did things online they would not want their parents to know about. Again, about half said yes. More than 90% told us that they were responsible when they used the computer. But what about friends, classmates, other teens? The answer, a big no.
No.
Most said other teens are not behaving.
That's funny. They all were like, yeah, I'm responsible. No, my friends are not. Definitely not.
Behaving responsibly online, which should be a red flag to parents.
Where are you at?
And that brings us back to the parade of suspected predators in
Oh,
Ohio.
what a lineup, dude.
Next week we'll return to the heartland. What's going to happen when some of the men you've seen tonight appear in court?
The maximum penalty is up to 12 months in prison.
Also, we'll expose more suspects looking to meet young teens.
That's our boy. He's here.
This man says he's innocent, but his story is especially frightening.
What the are you doing in
you
this
are the
house?
least innocent
Less
person
than a
in the
week
history
before
of
you're
this
supposed
show.
to be in court. and
JPW
go to
was more
prison
innocent than
for
you.
doing the very same thing.
Join us next Wednesday night at 9, 8 Central for To Catch a Predator 5. And you can log on to our website for a series of guidelines on how to protect your children from...
All right, Ann Curry, thank you for that. On that note, I guess that means that's the end of today's episode, right? If you made it this far, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. But I'm not gonna debase myself. I'm not gonna beg for it. Knock knock, who's there? Oh my gosh! It's Rolando Restacruz! Please, sir! Please! Jay doesn't want to have to beg, but I have no problem begging and pleading. Please like, please subscribe. It's for the algorithm. In a lot of ways, it's for yourself. Do yourself a favor by doing the right thing, which is liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Please, sir, please. It's always great when Rolando Restacruz stops by. He is such a good advocate for me when I can't advocate for myself. I love it. Also consider following me on Patreon. We have a lot of good content on there, including a bunch of police interrogation videos that are long form. Brunch from Tcapistan, only available on Patreon. And check me out on Twitch also. All those linky poos are in the description below. So until next time, I've been Jay McCain. Mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Be where your feet are. And of course, as always, stay water, my friends.